Hello guys, good afternoon. Happy February 28th, 2026. It's the last Saturday in February. We still have a little bit of snow here in Michigan, but not much. It is melting. Today is a pretty nice day. It's a bloody mess though. Look at that mud. Okay, so today we're going to do a little traveling down our road. And so I'm going to talk to you about something we were told about this area. So we were told that years and years and years and years ago, there's a trail down here. And Indians would travel from Detroit all the way here to this area. I'll show you why here in a little bit. Right by this mailbox, where this is dug down a little bit, was supposedly a trail. Zoom in. See how the ground kind of goes down? It was a trail. And if you walk down here, the ground kind of goes down. And there was a trail right through here, where the ground goes up. That little hill, the slope. So this trail, the Indians supposedly traveled all the way from Detroit and came here. And supposedly a guy in the neighborhood knows somebody that's got a picture of all of this property. Believe it or not, back in the day, even our property, we'll go by there, with teepees. Please don't mind the junk. People in Michigan, including my husband, they think that they like to collect junk. But anyways, that trail is literally right down there on the other side of that big tree. And apparently that trail went all the way to Detroit. And apparently all this land at one time had teepees all over it. And the guy's got a picture of it. Guy came over, picked up his vehicle or dropped it off, whatever. My husband was working on it. And he said that a guy he knew has pictures of all this area at one time having teepees on it. He's a very reliable source, so I do believe it. But all this area had teepees on it. Again, please don't mind the junk. Not really junk. My husband works on cars. But this is our property. And he's got a picture of tons and tons of teepees all over this property. And we built that house. Very first to ever live on this property. That's always been a working business. Just the little shop. My husband built the bigger shop. That's always been a business, but there was never a house on it. When we bought this property, 20 years ago, we built our house. We've been here ever since. Obviously, we've re-sided it and stuff. But those Indians would travel that trail from Detroit to this area. And they would travel to this place over here. Supposedly, it was a hospital. Now, I don't really know how true the story is. I mean, the house is more modern. So maybe that wasn't the exact place that they would travel to get the services that they needed. That house was supposedly a hospital. And again, the Indians probably didn't get service at that exact house. It's an old house. But maybe it just remained a hospital and they built that one in later years. I'm not really sure. But I just thought that was interesting to share. If you're from the Greenville, Fenwick area and you're familiar with this area and you have any information about it, please feel free to share, because I would really like to know how true it was. It's kind of interesting. I love history and things like that, so I thought it was interesting and I would share it with you. So today me and Kangaroo are just... Oh, there's a woodpecker pecking at the wood. Kangaroo would stop, you'd be able to hear it. Hopefully you can hear it and you can see it. Sometimes these little interesting woodpeckers will come to our house and knock on the house. It's quite a thing. One day I was like, what the heck is that? My husband's like, it's 2 woodpeckers pecking at our house. Hear them pecking away at that wood. So the trees aren't budding yet. Everybody cuts wood because that's how we heat. Propane and natural gas is all expensive, so excuse the wood mess. And last year's leaves are still all over the ground, so it looks a mess. But I thought that was interesting that I would share that with you guys. Again, I don't think that was exactly the hospital that they were seen at, but supposedly that place has always been a hospital. And the Indians would travel here for miles to be seen. And in the meantime, they would pitch a teepee on what is now our property and all around this area. And a guy supposedly has pictures of the teepees. So, very interesting. And they are our friends that own the hospital house now. And they report lots of different things, hauntings, things of that nature. In the home, they're always hearing different things and experiencing different things. And I'm not gonna lie, we've experienced lots of things in our house too. And it's where my kids swear that somebody was like inside the Christmas tree, rattling it. You'll always hear like cabinet doors open and close. I have heard twice, on 2 different occasions, a ball just bouncing down our stairs, our basement stairs. And then when I was going to school back in the day, I had my little office in the basement. Nobody was home. Absolutely nobody. And it sounded like a bunch of little kids running across the floor upstairs. My mom used to spend a lot of time down there too, and she would watch my children. She'd come over and play on our internet. You know, back in those days we had dial-up, I think. But she'd hear somebody running upstairs. So that was very interesting. So we've heard and experienced a lot of different things. But yeah, it's right down here on the other side of these mailboxes where this ground dips down was supposedly a trail that the Indians would travel from or travel on all the way from Detroit. Pretty interesting. Thought I would share it with you. Kangaroo is having a heyday on her walk. I have one of these leashes that goes around my waist so I can be hands-free. I absolutely love it. It's a game changer. Your hands are free. and you can video away. So yeah, supposedly in between those tree lines, there was a trail that went all the way to Detroit. And I don't know if you could look on a map, but Detroit's pretty far from here. It's about a 4-hour drive. So the Indians used to travel all the way from there to get assistance down there. But you can't see it now. By what I'm assuming was an Indian doctor. Indian nurses, not really sure. But they treated people that were wounded or sick. Yeah, pretty interesting. Thought I would share that today on our little walk. History, love Americana, things of that nature. So yeah, let's go out there and put some good into the world. I know this wasn't really good. It was just interesting. I hope that you found it interesting. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. So when I do post more videos, you'll get notified, and share it out to your friends. I truly appreciate it. Happy Saturday. Have a blessed day. Stay warm wherever you're at. Go out there and put some good into the world. Share some stories about your neighborhood. Again, everybody in Michigan loves junk, so please excuse all that. I don't quite understand it. To have my things more organized, not clutter-free, although we have the Ford junkyard back there. Anyways, happy Saturday. Have a great day. Go do something fun with your family. Put something good out into the world and see what happens.